With Crystallize being the big bad endgame of Ninjago, it's given me some time to ponder on how I'd like the rest of Ninjago to go. I also have an advantage since Season 16 hasn't finished airing, so I don't know the ending yet. So before the end of Crystallize finally occurs, I decided to map out the rest of Ninjago and how I'd like it to go. I'll make sure to schedule upload this a couple days after it does finish airing, so you and I can both see how many plot holes they'll be present in my theory. Alrighty, so the way this is going to work is I'll map out the basic outline of Seasons 17, 18, 19, and 20. Also, please understand that I will come up with a lot of stupid ideas straight off the bat. These are just ideas. My main approach to Ninjago is that each season has its own independent adventure. So I've always been one to believe in the idea of trying new tastes for the show. I mean, it's not like they haven't done it before. Ever heard of video game ninjas, dungeon ninjas, or even sea ninjas? No, duh. The Wild Brain era is, well, Wild Brain. So if you feel that any of my thoughts are stupid, I understand. But please take a second to understand what I've just said. Alright, I think that means we can get started. Like I said, I'm going to start off a little cray-cray. But come on, Space Ninjas would be so cool. I mean, they already did it and it was kind of garbage, but they can try again and make it so much better. Imagine the potential. Okay, to be honest, I mainly thought of this one because I wanted Space Ninja sets. Not really for any story purposes. But still, the sets are a vital part of Ninjago's success. In fact, I would even go as far to say they are the leading cause of its success. So they count just as much as the show. Now, how would a space season progress the current narrative in the slightest, you may be asking? And to that, I say, well, not much. Here's the thing. Ninjago has to stop making so many quote-unquote big deal seasons. If Ninjago wishes to gain back its trust and restore faith in new Ninjago, then they have to stop making everything such a big deal. Crystallize is kind of the Ninjago endgame in a way, and that's cool and all, but why not have a little bit of fun? Still complete it with some kind of engaging story. You just have to have fun episodes that aren't filler, which is a concept I don't think Season 11 understood very well. I feel like the narrative should mainly revolve around Zane. Now, I can already hear the yells of all the Kai fans out there, and to that I say, why? Sure, he hasn't had a focus season for 3 years, and the last one was pretty terrible, but it's not like Ninjago has thousands of seasons. There's only 16. How does Zane differ at all? At least Kai got 3 in Masters of Spinjitzu. How many did Zane get? I feel like we need a dedicated Zane fandom. Our lovely robot friend deserves more respect. Who's with me? Anyways, as far as what Zane is going to be doing in this season, could really be anything. I feel like this season should reflect on how much of a failure he's been in the past few seasons and question his value to the ninja team. I mean, Pixel already provides the numbers, so what's the point in 2 Nindroids? Maybe Zane could go through a similar arc as Master Wu during the beginning of Master of the Mountain. Only this time it'd be actually good. Maybe Zane quits the ninja team and decides he won't be valuable fighting against the space aliens, aka the big bads of the season, and their almighty leader Cranks. Come on, Lego. But then, completely original plotline, all the ninjas slowly get captured one by one, and it's up to Zane to save them and defeat Cracks and his army before it's too late. And then only can he prove his value to the ninja team. But then we get this heartwarming scene in the last episode where Zane finds the ninja trapped and about to be killed. But then we can get this heartwarming scene in the last episode where Zane finds the ninja trapped and about to be killed. But the other ninjas explain how he doesn't have to prove his worth to them. That Zane is one of the most modest, humble, and amazing people in the world. And right when the ninja are about to meet their demise, Zane unlocks some kind of mystical power and beats up the alien and the big alien man and saves the ninja. Listen, I know that was terrible, but this is all to prove the point that you don't need big entertaining plots that further the big picture. Focus on the little things, the things that matter the most, like all the great character development we used to get. You can make smaller stories like this that are still great. You just gotta do it right, and just not like this. Now, Season 18 is going to be the big Kai season. The one the entire viewing crowd has been waiting for. And honestly, the best idea I have is just make him evil for a season. We know out of any of the ninja, Kai's the most likely to turn sides, and especially in the most recent seasons. He really needs to clean up his morality. Maybe don't make him evil the entire time, just for the first half. The latter half can focus on Kai's leadership skills, which he clearly had in the past seasons, but suddenly faded after the Lego Ninjago movie. I've always been one to defend the fact that not much about the actual characters changed after the movie, but honestly, I don't think I can say that for Kai. Villain-wise, give us more female villains. Maybe make a duo or trio to add a little spice. Maybe you could make one super edgy, but another could be comic relief. Just do it better than Hands of Time. I don't have a lot I really want to say here. I didn't really think that much about it, and as someone who doesn't really care too much about Kai, I'd like to find out what a Kai fan would like to see from a season revolved around him. Season 19 would kind of be the Infinity Wars to Season 20. Now I know, Crystallize is supposed to be the endgame, but if I'm being honest, Crystallize isn't getting off to a too hot start. And I think I have a way to make it better. But you'll just have to wait for that, or you could just use that chapter thingy YouTube added a while back. Anyways, I thought of the most revolutionary idea for this season. What if you just didn't add a villain? Or at least not a main villain. I know this is a ninja show, but I feel that we're at a point in Ninjago where you just can't have one baddie after another that's supposedly stronger than the last. The best thing you could do is a complete zombie apocalypse, but without zombies. Maybe due to the havoc that happened in Ninjago, some godlike figure that's invincible unleashes a plague upon all 16 realms. When affected, he or she has only one goal, and that is to transform all non-infected beings. And once that goal is completed, there is no one to create a cure, so that secret godlike villain can finally turn Ninjago into his own image. The ninjas spend the entire season traveling to different realms to find heroes who haven't been affected to aid in their battle and hopefully find a cure. And at the end of the season, it would be revealed that the godlike figure is the first Spinjitzu master. Season 20 would be the end of a new chapter for Ninjago, the real endgame. All the heroes from the different realms would fight a multitude of battles with different outcomes, and we would have a 2-part finale. The season wouldn't really revolve around any of the ninja, but more of the team as a whole. The season would also spend a lot of time developing the first Spinjitzu Master's motive and how he was disappointed in the way Ninjago and the 16 realms turned out and wanted some control. Now I know not everybody would agree with this as he's painted to be an idol, but honestly we don't know a lot about him, so they could really just do anything with him. He wouldn't be full-on evil, just blinded. Oh yeah, and Wu should die at the end. I love Wu, but it's about time. So that would be the basic layout for what I'd do. Obviously, some of these need to be ironed out, and obviously I'm not a scriptwriter. If you disagree and would like to change anything or add anything, please let me know in the comments. It would be great to get a conversation started. Alright, that's it for this one. This is Brick Dude, signing out.